Alright, so this is a suggestion via a donation. The name of the video is 3D printing technology gives animals a second chance. Let's check it out. Guys, I'm guessing super wholesome.
Hello, wonderful people. I'm Dane Peterson from Wonderbot Animals. And here is 3D printing technology gives animals a second chance. Before we begin, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos.
Let's go.
Some of these animals survived terrible injuries and were left without the means to eat, drink, or walk. Thankfully, dedicated caretakers and 3D printing technology have provided them with the means to start new lives with cutting-edge prosthetics. Keep watching to check out these amazing creatures. Beauty the bald eagle. This beautiful...
Guys, really quickly, if they're going to be replacing maybe talons and beaks, yeah, that absolutely will help the animal from, honestly, euthanasia. Because if you encounter an animal that has lost something that is needed to basically survive, that's its only path, right? I love it.
Beautiful bald eagle was shot in the face by a hunter when she was 6 years old. Her beak was completely destroyed and she was left to starve in the woods. Thankfully, someone found her and immediately transferred her to a wildlife rehabilitation center.
Bro, are we hunting eagles now?
Despite many experts telling her to euthanize Beauty, Birds of Prey Northwest medic Jane Cantwell knew something could be done. She teamed up with 3D printing engineers, wildlife experts, and a dentist to develop this SolidWorks nylon polymer beak. Lola the sea turtle.
Yeah, but how does it stay on, though? Look, I mean, I understand the concept of making it, but how do you get it to bond to what's left of the beak itself? If it falls off, the eagle is back in its situation. I thought that animal was going to be kept in some type of captivity, but if they release it back to the wild in its state, that may be worse, right? Imagine it gets used to hunting again, and then it falls off, and now it starves. That may be worse, bro, mentally at least.
Lola lost her flipper a decade ago when she became severely entangled in fishing line. Knowing this, students at Worcester Polytechnic Institute assisted with the development of a prosthetic flipper in hopes of helping her and other injured sea turtles in the future. Using 3D printing, the students created the first ever hydrodynamic biomimetic flipper. Lola is now able to swim and feed normally and remains an ambassador for her species at the Key West Aquarium.
Good captivity.
Kemp's Ridley sea turtles are the rarest sea turtles on the planet and are critically endangered. Only about 1,000 nesting females remain.
And guys, generally, I'm not one who's going to be like, yay, captivity. But I think in these situations, you can definitely keep the animal alive. And again, if it falls off, you can put it back on. But if you release it to the wild, guys, let's get it.
Winter the dolphin. Winter, a bottlenose dolphin, was found stranded in a lagoon near Cape Canaveral, Florida. At only 2 months of age, she had become wrapped in a crab trap line which cut off circulation to her tail flukes.
Ooh.
The rescue team at Clearwater Marine Aquarium tried to heal her flukes, but despite their best efforts, the tissue could not be saved. Though she does quite well without the use of her flukes, swimming side to side like a shark, this unnatural movement puts stress on her spine. Knowing this, a team of experts came together to develop a silicone and plastic tail for her. With it, she swims much more comfortably. Moshe the elephant. This sweet Asian elephant named Moshe was only 7 months old when she stepped on a landmine and completely destroyed her front leg. Wanting to give her a better life, wildlife rehabilitators at Friends of the Asian Elephant set her up with a prosthetic. Because animal prosthetics are a work in progress, this is now her 9th artificial leg. Landmines are common around the region due to decades of rebels fighting with the Myanmar government. Unfortunately, foraging animals often suffer as a result.
Right.
Fred the tortoise. Fred the red-footed tortoise, actually a female...
Listen, that elephant prosthetic, I don't know what that's made of, but I don't know how it's standing, all that weight. But I'm definitely glad it didn't have to get put down, though.
Lost the majority of her shell in a forest fire. Not only did she lose her shell, she survived 2 bouts of pneumonia and 45 days without food. Lucky for her, a team was willing to put in the time and effort to nurse her back to health and to build her a new shell. The elaborate corn plastic-based plastic shell was printed using a 3D printer, and it took over 50 hours for each piece to print. Then, the team assembled the shell and painted it to look more realistic. Fred now enjoys an easier life with a dedicated caretaker.
Yeah, that's needed.
Grisha the toucan. Grisha had her beak hacked off by an unknown individual in Costa Rica. Thankfully, compassionate locals brought her to a rescue center where dedicated workers nursed her back to health. Knowing she wouldn't survive without a
Hacked off? Guys, people are ridiculous.
functional beak, doctors and engineers developed a prosthetic beak
Like, we've ruined everything that's pretty.
that would help her live a more normal life. Her 2-part beak is made of nylon and was created with a 3D printer. The top portion was glued to her stump with epoxy, and the second part is attached with a pin. The team decided to attach the larger portion with a pin so it can be removed for cleaning. Now she lives comfortably at Zoo Ave, a private animal rescue center outside Costa Rica's capital.
Guys, that's brutal.
Akut 3, the sea turtle. This 100-pound loggerhead sea turtle named Akut 3, or, less formally, Terminator turtle, endured a boat collision that obliterated his jaw. Lucky for him, someone found him in distress and brought him to Sea Turtle Research, Rescue, and Rehabilitation Center in Dalyan, Turkey. Knowing he wouldn't be able to fend for himself without the use of his jaw, the rescue team partnered with B-Tech Innovation, a company specializing in medical prosthetics. Together, they were able to develop a 3D jaw for this tenacious turtle.
Looks like metal.
If his body doesn't reject the prosthesis, it's possible that he will be returned to the wild.
No, please don't. Please don't. Again, guys, absolutely not. Do not return any of these animals to the wild.
Rhino.
Like, I love the idea. Absolutely. I love that all of this is working out for them, right? They're getting a chance at life, right? What's better than that, right? But do not release these animals to the wild.
Horns.
None
A
of
new
them.
3D printing technology might be able to rewrite the story of one of the world's most endangered creatures, the rhinoceros. The Pembient Company has been able to reproduce the rhino horn, which is prized on the black market for its medicinal and cosmetic value, and is hoping to put rhino poachers out of business.
Okay, listen. So, are the horns actually medicinal, or is it like some witch doctor, guys?
Last year, 1,215 rhinos were poached, or 1 rhino every 8 hours. Wildlife experts think the entire range of rhino species could be extinct in 5 to 10 years. Rhino horns are especially valuable in Asian countries, where they are a status symbol and the horns are used in various traditional remedies. The horns sell for $30,000 a pound, more expensive than cocaine and even gold.
Gold?
Amazingly, the new technology recreates horns that are exactly like the real thing, indistinguishable in lab and genetic tests. They use the same keratin proteins, inorganics, metal, minerals, and actual rhino DNA to achieve the results.
Yeah, but then what if they get... Oh, imagine they get poached again and they remove the prosthetic. That'd be crazy, bro.
Some wildlife experts are skeptical about the replicated horns, thinking that it will only make it harder to catch the poachers who are selling the real horns illegally. The horns are so valuable that poachers in developing countries can feed their family for a year after selling just one, so distributing the faux horns into the end-user market might not stop the slaughter.
Right.
Pembient founders are hoping that if they instead sell the manufactured horns, which cost just 1/10 of the price to reproduce in the lab, to would-be poachers, that they can help them still make a profit and save the rhinos and their precious snouts.
Hey, listen, if you guys want to jump onto the black market, right, by just hand delivering these faux rhino horns to people that are using them for all types of ridiculousness, status symbols and things, guys, right? If you want to do that to those people, do it all day long. Make your money. I have no complaints. All right, guys, listen, this video here was actually great. I love the wholesome nature of it. Why? Because, guys, I think everything, for the most part, needs a second chance. And people especially, but definitely animals, because generally animals are just doing what animals do. I don't think that animals on average have like malicious intent. So again, if we can help them, let's help them. That's where I'm at. But all right, listen, let me know in the comments the next thing I should be checking out, and I will get into that as soon as I possibly can. And yeah, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly.